Good morning everybody, and this is your Forex day trade setups for today. So most of the data is out of our way now, and nothing really happened on Euro USD. You can see we're still pretty much stuck between these two levels here. So the first level to the upside is 117.529, and second level to the downside is 117.162. So that looks like where the current structure is. And if we get down to the hour, you'll see nothing much yesterday. We sort of bounced up. It was looking like we were going to reject what I was expecting in this area, specifically with that pin bar, but then that failed. We sort of moved the top to come and test the 155, and we've got a bit of a crossover. So this for me today is sideways. You can see we're clearly sideways. I was kind of hoping that yesterday that we had the break, looking for the retest of the range break for a move to the downside, which would indicate a bit more dollar strength, but that never materialized. So I'm a little bit cautious here. I'm not going to pay too much attention to this today at all. We'll pick this up on Monday, so I'm sit on hands there. US dollar Japanese yen definitely had the converse true. So you can see we are now top of range again. Here it is there, a pretty solid range on the hour. I'm not interested in this until this range breaks one way or the other. But we did bounce off the bottom quite strongly this week, and a decent move to the upside. So if we have a look at that on the hour, so yesterday was pretty much a similar thing. You know, we had the breakthrough on Thursday. So when we were doing the video, we were looking at the structure here, looking like we were looking for the pullback. The pullback never happened, but it just continues to the upside. So yeah, trend is up at the moment, but we are top of range. So I'm not really interested in jumping in up there. More than likely going to see it come back into the middle somewhere, or even come back to the bottom of the range. So until it gets out of that range, I am sit on hands. Moving on to the pound and the British pound Japanese yen. So this didn't play out like we were expecting at all. I was expecting a bit of structure to hold, and I was expecting a structure to hold that we could actually get a second move to the downside. That didn't materialize. So what we saw in turn was a big move to the upside. So I suspect, this has been a downward market for quite some time. If you look at it, basically from 16th of June, it's been a downward market. And we are now back at the 155 EMA. So two questions on my mind is really, is this a strong move up? Come and test the 155 for another leg down. It is pretty much what the oscillators are saying. If you look high, lower, high, high, lower, high, and if you look at the oscillators, it's high, higher, high, high, higher, high. So it does look like there's a bit of divergence forming here. If we move down to the hour, a little bit of a different picture, isn't it? So we had a fairly strong move. I would expect some kind of a pullback, but the big question is where to. So there's structure, and we are flirting with some more structure there. So you can see there's the structure to the left, and this, if we do get a pullback down here and back up, is going to be a pretty big inverse head and shoulders for a continuation to the upside. But right now that's too sideways for me. So we'll see if there's structure to the downside, which is around 150.944, possibly a little bit further. There may be some opportunity to buy into that, but I think for me this is also sit on hands right now. Euro British pound, bounce off the top, back in amongst the moving averages. I mean, this is just completely chaotic at the moment. Really not interested in what's going on here either. And if we just come down to the hour, you'll see, so we're going sideways. We dropped yesterday below, was expecting a move to the upside, see if we could hold up above the moving averages. That didn't materialize, dropped down, and we are now sort of bouncing off the 155. So I think if you look at this one, of all four pairs that I look at play, is this is looking like a consolidation for a move to the downside. So I think London breakout strategy, any London breakout strategy that's breaking down is the one to take. Okay, anyway, I hope that helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow. Not tomorrow, next week. Cheers for now.